Hello and welcome to I've Seen Everything, where the name is ironic and the reactions are... Hi everyone, my name's Andrew, and today is a special day. I'm glad to have you here with me. Today, we are watching, because I chose it, 2025's Superman. Now, am I a little late? Of course I am. What else is new? But have I been looking forward to watching this movie ever since I heard it was announced? Yes, I have. I'm excited to see the direction they're going to go. Why? Am I a Superman fan? I don't know if you would say that. I mean, am I surrounded by examples of, like, Superman stuff in this room right now? Am I wearing a Superman shirt? Can I tell the difference between the different Superman symbols that have appeared in live action just by sight? Of course not. That would be ridiculous. Was I introduced to Superman when I first started seriously reading comic books back in the early 90s during the Death of Superman story arc? Possibly. No, I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do here. I have seen all the Superman movies. I haven't seen all the Superman shows. They had a Superboy show in the 80s that I didn't see, but I've seen just about everything else. I grew up watching the 50s Superman television show with George Reeves. I've seen all the Christopher Reeve Superman movies, obviously all the modern ones too. Grew up watching Lois and Clark in the 90s. Watched a little Smallville. Didn't get around to Superman and Lois for some reason. Not sure why. But I'm anxious to see what they're going to do here because first, I've heard good things, and second, like so many of you, I wasn't necessarily happy with the Superman that we just had recently. Now, don't get me wrong. I was excited when I heard they cast Henry Cavill. I thought he was perfect casting for the role. But I didn't necessarily like the stuff that they wrote for him, and it wasn't just the Justice League. Unlike some others out there, I had some major problems with Batman vs. Superman. And Man of Steel, they were just trying too hard to continue their momentum of the Nolan Batman movies, which is why they had him as an executive producer on that film. And the tone was so much darker. It just seemed like they were really struggling to find their footing with the character Superman and how to write him and how to do a compelling movie with him. Which I find odd because though I've heard other people talk about how it's hard to make Superman an interesting character, I wholeheartedly disagree. I have a very clear vision of what I think the most compelling Superman is. It's basically that even though Superman's not human, his greatest power is his humanity. He's more human than any of us, especially someone faced with that kind of power and still manages to do the right thing just because it's the right thing, devotes it to helping people. That's who Superman is, along with a number of other traits too. I'm hoping this version of Superman gets closer to that. And I'm selfishly hoping in this universe that James Gunn doesn't burn the Doomsday Death of Superman storyline like Zack Snyder did, because I'm hoping for an actual on-screen representation of that someday. Anyway, that's enough of my Superman BS on the front end here. Let's get to watching the movie, but before we do, I want to go ahead and invite you to check out the Patreon. The full-length reaction to this movie is available over there right now. In addition to that, exclusively I have a full-length reaction to the Christopher Reeve Superman documentary that they released in 2024. I still hadn't got a chance to watch that, so that's available exclusively over on the Patreon as well. There's all kinds of other full-length movie reactions over there, exclusive television show reactions, all kinds of stuff. I hope you'll go check it out and consider becoming a patron. Any support you offer over there or over here is always greatly appreciated. And speaking of over here, if you'd be so kind as to go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button, click the bell so you can see when I'm putting out new videos. That's it, folks. Let us once again see if a man can fly. Let us watch 2025's Superman. Here we go. And that is an old Superman from an old comic book. And we start from a place of defeat, his first defeat, which is interesting. And Crypto coming, I love that. Jeez, Crypto. Talk about playing hard.
Take me home.
I'm sure that most of the time he's a lot more durable and can put up with that, but... Wow. Just retracts into the snow every time, huh?
Superman!
Our poor Superman.
With a healthy dose of yellow sun, we'll have him up and at him in no time.
If he hasn't lost a fight before, really, if this is his first time doing that, he hasn't been injured like this before. Ooh. Yeah, that looks like even for Superman, that's gonna sting. Superpowered people have been here for 3 centuries at least. Man, what does that world look like?
Your Superman has abandoned you.
Ooh. Does she know she's taking selfies in front of an attack on a building? Because that's pretty disgusting.
Target in sight.
He's back. You're 5 o'clock.
Copy.
Oh, Lex is controlling him. Or at least working with him. Yeah, I think she's fully aware of what she's doing. And unfortunately, I can't say that wouldn't be realistic.
I don't know how in the hell this thing hasn't been spotted.
It's going to retract into the snow. That's how it hasn't been spotted.
The United States will continue to feel the wrath of the Hammer of Moravia.
Maybe you should have done that thing in Jarheim for Superman.
Superman is a lot like Captain America, except obviously a lot greater powers, but he can't see people suffering in part of the world and just ignore it. And the fact that Lex is able to build a mechanized suit like this that could stand up to Superman is pretty crazy. That was a transporter. Flies all the way to a different part of the world just to come back to be in the LexCorp tower. But who's under the mask?
You're late again, Kent. Hey, loser.
Hey, Steve.
I didn't know he was in this. I recognize the guy they got playing Perry. I've seen him in a lot of stuff.
22 people in the hospital, over 20 million in property damage. It does make you wonder.
Wonder what?
As great as he is, maybe Superman didn't completely think through the ramifications of the Bravia thing.
This is the thing that people never consider, though, and that's it in that equation. Yeah, Superman didn't think about the damage and the risk and all that stuff. What's the risk if he doesn't show up?
It's funny that you keep getting all these interviews with Superman, Clark.
I don't think there's anything funny about good journalism, Lois.
Uh-huh.
I know that she knows in this version, so yeah, she's pretty pissed that he can basically write an interview with Superman whenever he wants to.
Well, I don't know the intentions of an unattended fire hose, General Flagg. I just do what I can not to be splashed.
Was that the role Joel Kinnaman was playing in Suicide Squad? I think his last name was Flagg.
And they aren't aliens. Shouldn't all that be more than enough reason for Planet Watch?
I think he's nailing this Lex Luthor. I think I might have finally got my wish.
But the optics? Superman is popular.
Less so every day, according to Chatter Online.
Well, what it doesn't matter, Lex. Because without solid proof of malicious intent, it's just not worth the risk.
And that's what drives him nuts. Superman's actually a good person, so people, the public loves him. Most of the public, anyway. But again, it's much Captain America situation. He's not going to check with governments or things like that for the most part. He's going to go and help people who need help. And sometimes there's going to be collateral damage. You can't foresee everything.
You giving me guff for my article?
If you keep interviewing yourself, eventually people are going to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, Clark does need to do some actual journalism outside of interviewing Superman.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
I'm trying to see if he's doing a voice change between Clark and Superman.
Gurkos was going to kill people. You seem to keep forgetting that.
In effect.
As you know as well as I do that the Baravian government is not well-intentioned.
I think that's almost certainly the case, but do I know that? No, I don't.
It's this argument again of what's morally right versus what's legally right, but also what you believe is true versus what you know is true. Verified information versus your gut.
I would question myself, consider the consequences.
People were going to die!
That's how simple it is. For him and so many people. You see someone threatened, you have the ability to help. You step in, you try to help.
It was off the record.
You have to say off the record beforehand. People on social media are suspicious because you are an alien, yes?
Yes. I come from a planet called Krypton.
Okay.
Which is gone now, by the way. Destroyed.
He's put in a very difficult situation. He cares about this planet. He grew up here. He feels like it's his planet. He feels a responsibility to it. He's a good person, but he has people constantly looking to tear him apart in little ways.
Hashtag super.
Super. Come on, Lois. You know that one specifically irritates me.
This is on the record, Clark.
That recording now has her interviewing Superman and then saying Clark. So I hope it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. So how does he get it to come out? Maybe because he has kryptonite?
Oh my, I do apologize, but this is a restricted area. Can we...
Okay. So we go right into it. We just got introduced to the Fortress of Solitude to see them come and destroy it. A lot of confidence, Lex. Do not hurt Crypto. You cannot kill a dog in this movie, let alone Crypto.
Can't stand the metahumans, but he's so much worse. Somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation.
You might not want to say that you can't stand the metahumans when they're right there.
Can you get in?
Might take a while. What if the Kryptonian shows up?
Don't worry. I'm creating a distraction.
A distraction, huh? How many people are going to die from that? The Lex that I think they're building here and the Lex that I generally think is the most compelling, doesn't have any depth to which he will not stoop. I don't know what that is, but it looked like Stitch.
It'll get bigger.
They're pretty cavalier about releasing a monster into the middle of the city. Okay, I'm normally not one to complain about people on their phones, but when you have a huge monster that's trying to kill everybody, maybe run. Into the building. Superman helping to prevent damage, potentially. Although I don't know how you're going to get that monster out of there without destroying something.
Everybody okay? Hey, buddy, eyes up here.
Are we going to find a Superman in this movie that threads that needle of the perceived damage of having superheroes versus the benefit? Okay, so there were other heroes all this time and we're only now seeing them? It's the first Green Lantern we've seen in a movie since Ryan Reynolds. I don't know a ton about the rest of these three. I know that they're well-known heroes. And if they have Hawk Girl, does that mean Hawkman is around somewhere too?
What's the skinny?
I've been trying to figure out a way to get it out of here alive.
Oh, come on, man.
Well, he's also been trying to figure out a way to get it out of there without destroying the city and killing people. That's a cool shot. Ooh. That's gross.
Come on.
Well, that'll probably do it, but what are you going to take out in the process? There you go. And a humans kill thing. Quite the headline.
Hey, just another day in the life of the Justice Gang.
Not our name.
Good to see Nathan Fillion in there. They were floating his name to play Green Lantern for a long time, I remember.
Lord over the planet as the last son of Krypton.
Dispatch of anyone unable or unwilling to serve you, Kale.
Oh, great. This is a great crisis to find himself in for the modern day. How do you fix this?
I'm scared. I will admit that, because who knows how large his secret harem is already.
Yeah, Lex created that. This is what happens to Superman. He's just tested and tested and tested again.
Was the message real or not?
The first half is real. The second half was damaged and it's...
I'm so sorry, man, but there's no way that message is fake.
So Jor-El and Lara in this universe were just terrible people who wanted him to dominate the Earth? We're in a pretty big crisis, and we're not very far into the movie, that's for sure. Yeah. So we see the reach of Lex's power. He's controlling other countries.
It's a fake message, stroke of genius.
It's not fake.
Where are they right now? It looks like some kind of limbo.
I tried to protect Superman. Must protect Superman.
4.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Friend.
Wow. We barely got to see these robots, and they already were able to have a scene like that. There's got to be a way to rebuild it.
Crypto!
Crypto better be okay.
Where's the dog?
I don't know what dog you're talking about. Ugly dog in a cape.
You heard what he said.
I was wondering how they were going to do Superman for the modern age. In the social media age, in the internet age, you had that a little bit in Man of Steel and in that universe is Superman, but not like this.
Because I'm more jacked than they are.
Just a casual monster fight in the background.
You were out there helping them?
Oh, no. It's just some dimensional imp. They've got that handled. I was looking for the dog.
This day and age, you want to get someone against you, do something bad to a dog. Ask John Wick about that.
I'm not here to rule over anybody, Lois.
I never thought you were. Even for a moment, Clark.
That's the problem in situations like this, too. Even if your actions are good, if people get the slightest hint there's something nefarious behind it, they won't trust you. So how do you repair this?
I was just some punk rock kid from Bakerline.
I'm punk rock.
You are not punk rock.
Being nice is punk rock. That's what we've learned in modern era since Superman came out.
You trust everyone and think everyone you've ever met is beautiful.
Maybe that's the real punk rock.
It's a wonderful way to live. You have to be able to believe in people. If you let people jade you toward the world, what's the point? Yeah, you're going to get hurt maybe, but sometimes risking getting hurt is worth it.
So I'm gonna turn myself in.
Wait, what? It's a dog.
Yeah, and he's not even a very good one, but he's out there alone, and he's probably scared.
This is one of the most Superman things he could possibly do, too, is refusing to let Krypto be out there and suffer if there's something he could do about it, regardless of the risk.
Is that necessary? I'm coming in of my own accord.
Yeah, I was going to say that's hardly necessary, but they want their perp walk.
The government is very well aware of potential limitations detaining you, so we've outsourced your confinement and your interrogation to Planet Watch.
Planet Watch.
Which is controlled by Lex Luthor, who has been manipulating this situation from the very beginning, which is what Lex Luthor does. It's right on brand for him. Yeah, we need an explanation of what this place is. Like where this place is that it takes them between these portals.
Where are we? A pocket universe. I replicated the Big Bang with a Luthor Corp mega collider, tearing a tiny hole between the two universal fabrics.
Oh. So we're going to get multiverse through Lex's hubris, basically.
Kryptonite.
So that's what he meant by a workaround. They are getting into characters that I'm not as familiar with here. I recognized that character, but I hadn't seen him before. Or like I hadn't read a comic with him before.
Why? That's way too much sugar, Lois.
I party like a rock star, choir boy.
Too much sugar is partying like a rock star these days. Mutant toes. Okay. Interesting handle for somebody in your phone.
For sure, he's in a pocket universe.
Who's your source?
I can't say, but you owe me. Big time.
Well, it's not worth a lot if you can't figure out what it is or where it is. Okay, that's why she owes him, is because whoever it is apparently stalking Jimmy. So who would know that and also be stalking Jimmy?
Well, how do you contain a super dog? We beam super squirrels into its brain. We'll learn what we can.
They're really going far into the sci-fi element already here by skipping the origins. This is a much less straight-laced version of Jimmy we're seeing so far. Had the girls in the office thinking he was cute, hanging out in places like this.
How's your mom? I love her so much. I think of her as my mom.
It feels the same way from the one time that you guys met.
Why is everyone so into Jimmy? Wow. That is a different direction.
If I could get some real dirt on him, then maybe the two of us could
be together now?
He doesn't want to say yes. He desperately doesn't want to say yes.
But you said my toes look like someone spilled shrimp cocktail on the floor.
You have unconventional toes. Who cares?
Lex tortured a dog the other day.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's the response to that. If you just blurt that out. He doesn't know it's Superman's dog. Although if he says that to Lois, she'll know.
Joseph, he's your son. There's no way out of here, okay? So just...
There's always a way.
I said don't talk to me!
He can find a way out if you just stop. Although, with the damage you've done with the kryptonite, he might need exposure to the sun first.
Superman, he's your friend.
Some friend came here to rule over me.
Again, I don't know as much about the different Green Lanterns. I didn't know there was one that was this dense.
You put nanobot GPS trackers in your friend's bloodstream?
Oh, I do that to everybody.
It seems like Mr. Terrific might be the one you have trouble trusting.
But the risk is just not worth the beef between the U.S. government and the Justice Gang.
Not our name makes us sound like cowboys.
Not our name makes us sound like cowboys. This is a very different world. They don't really seem to believe in anything. Maybe Superman will be the one to finally get them to believe in something.
That haircut should be against your vows.
There you go. That bowl cut of yours.
Thanks. You want me to drive?
We'll take my ride.
Oh, I thought he was just going to fly. I guess he doesn't actually fly. He has like a thing that helps him fly, so it's probably not for long-range flights. Wow. His impressive ride behind the slowest garage door ever.
You have a flying saucer, but you couldn't get a faster garage door?
Seems like that would be pretty easy. Oh, jeez. I figured it was going to come down to him.
Luther, don't do this.
You think my foot was a great honor, Superman.
Yeah, this is about the right tone for Lex Luthor.
I believe in you, Superman. No. Don't tell him nothing.
I didn't figure it would happen that fast.
I didn't imagine that would go so quickly.
Yeah, me either. Again, Lex is not above anything.
Maybe I'll kill Clark Kent next.
Yeah, kill Clark Kent next. Good luck finding him. Also, it's amazing how dense you are that you don't know who he is at this point.
No.
I'm assuming he's upset from the guy who got shot. If that's the case, all he has to do is put the kryptonite away. Also, I wonder if Mr. Terrific counted on them meeting resistance.
Get back to your vehicle. Get out of here. You see this guy?
I'm guessing yes, he did.
One last chance to talk.
Ooh. Yeah, he sure seems confident. He doesn't seem concerned at all about what any of them could potentially do to him.
Can you say I want to feel
Ooh.
all through our body?
What I don't understand is why are the civilians in the Hawaiian shirts attacking a superhero? I would think hiding would be the way to go for them. That was pretty short work.
Holy
Yeah. Mr. Terrific don't play. Again, the unarmored civilians. What were they going to do?
And that's bad.
Every time you enter or exit, you risk tearing a hole in the fabric of reality.
Oh, great. And so he's been entering and exiting over and over again.
Killed that poor guy.
His name was...
Come on, man. Turn the kryptonite off.
I didn't do anything.
Do what you can. Let him try. Even the people next to him know what this means. I feel like he still needs to get into the sun to be completely healed.
I get my powers from the yellow sun. Give me a second. Come on!
Create some sunlight. You created kryptonite, you should be able to create some sunlight.
Hell yeah, we're in.
I hope you brought your little flying robots with you because you're going to need them.
I can only make something kind of like a sun.
Hey, that might be enough to help. Ooh. Well, being in that close a proximity, even if it's a small sun, should do the job. That's a hero shot. They got to figure some way to get out of there. Boom. Crypto saved. Or at least broken out of his enclosure.
Crypto, stop doing this.
He's happy. What do you want? Ooh.
Joey!
Have some trouble. Could use some help from Mr. Terrific here. There you go, Crypto. Nicely done.
What are you gonna do? Splash us?
With fluoride acid.
Ooh. Yeah, that'll do it. Hope he can grow his body back.
This is a flying dog.
Come on, Crypto. Things are looking pretty grim. He needs to get out of that, and he needs to get to the open portal quickly. I'm surprised that's not destroying him. It's an antimatter river. Or at least get the baby. Come on. There we go. Oh, that is cutting it close. For sure. Grab Crypto. Can you freeze a black hole? Is a question I didn't know I would be asking.
Do you have them?
Them.
Whatever. Just get them.
Terrific.
Follow me.
Yeah. Move quickly. Yeah, get there before Crypto destroys it. Boom.
Are you kidding me?
2 for 2, Crypto.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
That's sweet. It's the father trying to save his son.
You came to get me.
Yeah.
Get him outside, quick. Get him outside.
It's kryptonite poisoning.
He'll heal, but it'll take a day or two. Get him someplace safe.
Oh, it's night now. I'm surprised they've been here this long and it hasn't, well, I guess maybe there wasn't anyone left to do it, but that nobody's alerted Lex or whatever.
Okay. No. Dog, I really need you.
I wouldn't argue with Crypto. He could probably kill you. Yeah, this won't go badly. I'm sure, you know, Lois has of course flown something like this before.
Eve, get out of here, you idiot!
Yeah, she's about a step away from ending up there too.
Eve?
I have everything you need to ruin Lex forever.
Unless you're sending it, you better get out of there fast. Yeah, he's listening. Maybe leaving the building was the way to go.
You have to promise me we get to hang this weekend.
Say it, Jimmy. Say it, Jimmy. Jimmy, say it.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
She needs to send it fast. Yeah, too late. Oh, okay. She sent it. Okay, keep scrolling. Unless she's just completely wrong. There's got to be something in there.
I'm Martha. This is John.
Oh, took him back to Kansas. Yeah, we haven't got to meet his parents really yet. We just saw him briefly when he called.
They sent me here to rule over. They sent me here to kill people.
Clark, that ain't.
Yeah, that's the other part of this. It's not just about whether or not other people believe this message. It's about him and having an identity crisis and believing that's what he comes from. It'll be really interesting to see what direction they go. If that's actually what they said and he has to live against that and say, you're not who people tell you to be, but who you are in your heart. This is more in line with his parents from the comic.
This girl is obsessed with you? How do you do it, Jimmy?
Yeah, I was thinking that myself. Jeez.
Might have dropped her phone in the toilet. She does that a lot.
Pretty sure Lex imprisoned her.
Your hot ex is a genius.
Yeah, that's actually pretty smart if that's what she was doing. Masquerading as taking selfies while she was actually collecting information.
We can close the aperture later by inputting the coordinates, correct? Theoretically. Great.
Yeah, this will go badly. I don't know what you're doing, Mr. Terrific, but things are about to get dramatic.
That could tear a dimensional ridge into the surrounding area.
This is something you think I don't know?
Out of his mind. I would get out of there if I were you.
There. Superman won't be able to ignore that. Now we know where he'll be next.
Doesn't care how many people die. Doesn't care what it does to anything. Just cares that it gets him what he wants. That's Lex. That's sweet. Crypto is a good dog when you get down to it. He's a sweet boy. It's one of the few times this movie so far we've seen him out of the suit.
That Luann, she seems nice.
Luann.
Her name's Lois. Yeah, she's nice.
His father seems nice, but maybe some trouble connecting.
I'm not who I thought I was. They sent me here to hurt people.
You decide who you are, not someone else. Not your parents, not anybody.
Your choices, your actions, that's what makes you who you are.
Yep.
I couldn't be more proud of you.
He's gonna get me. Jonathan and Martha Kent were always more parents than Jor-El and Lara were. They're the ones that raised him. Jor-El and Lara were echoes of a past.
Now, nearby villagers are willing and ready to defend their country despite the exponentially superior firepower of the well-trained Moravian military.
Yeah. Armed by Lex. Shocking. And these were the people that Superman was defending. Again, we go back to the socio-political argument. Oh, this country didn't say you could do this or that. These are innocent people who are going to die. And they're calling for Superman. Yeah. You have village people and townsfolk with farming tools facing an army, and you're not supposed to do anything.
Without Superman, the Jarumprians don't have much hope.
I cleaned your boots.
She knows already.
There won't be a Moravia, or a Metropolis, or a planet Earth if you don't get here soon.
Superman needing to be in two places at once? Shocking.
Luther's been selling arms to Gurgos for pennies on the dollar for years. He did it in exchange for half of Jarhanpur.
They're not running yet. Maybe they know Superman is is on his way.
All kinds of documents chronicling Baravia's agreement to cede half of the country to Lex Luthor once the
Wow.
invasion is complete.
She was smart. She was getting blackmail details.
Why the hell would Lex want half a desert?
His cultish acolytes believe he's going to create a technologically advanced utopia.
Yeah, he would build a utopia for himself, a oppressive regime for everyone else. There'd be no laws to stand in his way.
All of it seems to be geared towards stopping Superman from standing in the way of the Moravian invasion, Chief.
Call me Perry, kid. Post the story. Fast.
That was a nice moment. Yeah, so we already in the first movie here have a rift between universes opening, so we already have rationale for the multiverse. I was gonna say, Lois still needs some lessons on this thing, I think. Yeah, this is getting really, really bad. I don't know what he thinks Superman's gonna do. Okay, we got dominoes. Yeah, you're presupposing... Okay, so you don't care about your tower. I was gonna say, you're presupposing that what you're wanting to do will work.
Not sure where we're gonna land when the world is gone.
Excellent point. What use is ruling the world if there's no world left? There's someone who will always believe in Superman. Saved her life.
You brought that dog, man! Didn't want him killing my parents' cows.
Fair. Crypto definitely has the ability to do that. Inadvertently. How has he so easily been able to create metahumans that could defeat Superman? Superman is a being of such incredible power that he doesn't even know how powerful he is.
It's not too late for either of you. Fight A! You don't have to do what Luther...
Oh, is he truly just not even a person in there? He's just a machine of some kind? She's going to turn the moment that she either believes that Superman is actually good for Earth, or he realizes that Lex doesn't care about her. Man, they've found ways to expose Superman's vulnerabilities right off the jump. This movie really just feels like we jumped in the deep end with the DC Universe.
Sight and X-ray vision should be completely muted. Lungs breached.
And you have an entire room full of people that are cool with killing Superman. Yeah, this is what your peace treaty is worth. Soon as they realize Superman's not on his way.
Using friction to get the nanites off?
Oh, that's smart. Identify what you can do that they can't, and use it. Fly up out of the atmosphere. Let's see if they can breathe in space. There you go. Welcome to the vacuum of space.
I won't be able to sustain that impact.
Yeah, this is where she realizes he doesn't care about him. Boom. He only cares about his investment, probably.
Whoa.
She sustained the fall. Oh, that's him. Yeah, maybe if she didn't, they're deactivated. Oh, that's gross. That is a bit too up close and personal.
Her heart's still beating, but she's unconscious.
Calling the Raptors.
No, I don't know what he is. Oh, there seems to be an actual person in there. But they were controlling his fighting. Whoa. He actually cloned him.
Cloning you was relatively simple.
That's how you got into the fortress. You had my DNA.
Yes, he might be even stupider than you, but easier to control.
Are we about to get his version of Ultraman is going to become Bizarro? That would be interesting. I don't know anything about the origins of Bizarro or Ultraman. Yeah, we got... If this isn't a crisis, I don't know what is. Superman is fighting a version of himself. We have a rift still opening up under Metropolis. And we have a population of people that are being attacked. I just dodged like this, like I could dodge his punch. That's how into this I am. That's a brave little boy.
Superman. Superman.
Come on, Superman. Don't let him down.
Sorry, kid. Superman couldn't make it. So you got an upgrade.
Hey, he can have all the attitude he wants right now. Just help these people. I mean, there is a certain amount of style, and they are very powerful. Whoa. That was an impressive shriek she had going on there.
I'm not like Superman.
Yeah. She didn't seem to have any problems killing you.
I created the Baravian military conflict to kill you.
Yeah. That is Lex's MO.
Why? Because you're destroying us!
No, he's destroying Lex's stranglehold on the world. And Lex can't take that.
Just to have the world fawn over him because his strength illuminates how weak we all really are.
No, not we all. It's just you, Lex. That's what you're concerned about. And you can't stand that.
My envy, it is the sole hope for humanity because it is what has driven me to annihilating you.
All of that was true, except that Lex doesn't care about humanity. Except humanity being there to worship him. Boom. That is a long-range whistle. Boom.
No!
Yeah, just a dog, huh? You underestimate Crypto at your peril.
Crypto, get the toy.
There go your eyes, Luther. If there's anything Crypto's good at, quickly destroying a toy.
Kill him! Good luck with that.
Yeah, let's not gloss past the fact that there is a multi-dimensional split right through Metropolis. I mean, I get these guys want to show up to be decimated by Superman, but there you go. Technically not killing.
Quit messing around. We have to get the Luther to stop the rift.
I'm messing around. I'm doing important stuff.
In what universe is what he was doing messing around?
We have to go.
We'll never make it in time to
Right, come on.
Yeah. Entering a code can stop all of this?
Open the portal!
Wrap it up. Let's go.
Not only is he not going to close the rift, he's still using the portal.
I can help. I don't need your help. I'm goddamn Mr. Terrific.
He very much is.
I put one foot in front of the other, and I try to make the best choices I can. But that is being human, and that's my greatest strength.
Yes. Yes to all of that he said. Thank you, James Gunn.
I hope, for the sake of the world, you understand that it's yours too.
No, he'll never understand. He doesn't care. Chew his face off, Crypto. Okay, just ragdoll him for a while.
Drop him.
Good boy, Crypto.
Got it.
Oh, great. It puts the broken buildings back together, but they're still, even though they're shattered. Well, the Earth's not going to rip in half.
Little did we know he was a traitor.
Wow. Yeah, you're part of the news cycle now, Lex. They turn against you in a second.
The whole world turned against Superman, and we all owe him an enormous apology.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't need to have the message faked. It doesn't matter what his parents wanted him to be, which is a better message. There we go. And they understand now why it's important to have something to believe in.
Justice Gang? That's a cool name.
They're in.
All he had to do is agree with the name. Oh, they found a way to release everyone from the pocket dimension. Good.
Now we can be together forever.
I mean, Jimmy, just give it a little time. She'll see that you guys aren't fit for each other.
How about over here for an interview?
I really like all the casting. Like, even they're really cute together. You know, there's still a lot more to explore here, but I think they're off to a really good start. I'm really impressed, and I'm very happy. That's nice. I'm very, very happy not to have been disappointed by something here.
How long have they been hooking up?
About 3 months, I think.
So now Perry knows that she's dating Superman.
Maybe one day you'll give me a name.
Four's a name.
So is Gary.
You are from now on known as Gary.
Sir, I think your cousin has returned.
I thought there was a cameo.
Why did you move the door?
I didn't move the door.
Hey, where is my dog?
Crypto is hers. Kara. Wasn't it Kara? Or Kara?
Come on. Thanks for watching him, bitch.
You know, they really could have used her in this fight. Things got pretty dark.
He finds it soothing.
Those are the people who helped make you who you are. They always were. I'm surprised he had such a complex about that. But I guess it was a good obstacle to have him face, you know? I really enjoyed that. I'm scrubbing to see if there's any credit scenes. We're going to start nitpicking now.
What?
A little off.
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to take it apart?
No. I mean, the whole city was split in half. What do you want? You know, they're gonna have to do some patchwork.
Darn it, I can be such a jerk sometimes.
I mean, he's not wrong, but all things considered, you know. Anyway, let's go to the wrap-up. Well, I don't know if I was able to do the post-credit scene or not. You already know, because if I did, you've seen it already. So it was just a funny moment with Mr. Terrific and Superman kind of Mr. Terrific getting offended that the buildings coming back together and stuff wasn't perfect. And it's like, you know, obviously they still have stuff to fix. But hey, he saved the universe from a multi-dimensional like rift opening up, which again opens up, for lack of a better term, all kinds of possibilities for stuff to have slipped through from other universes, multiverse type stuff. So, and obviously the technology is out there, it exists. So who knows if we could end up in some kind of multiversal thing long before they did in the MCU, in the DCU. I do actually appreciate that kind of their big spoiler, their cameo, their big like secret they probably kept, showing Supergirl at the end, which I suspected it had to be something with that, because I saw the stuff about Supergirl around. They kind of announced that project, like, I think right after this came out. I don't know if they did it before, because they probably didn't want to give away the surprise, but I didn't know for sure that she showed up at the end, but I wasn't surprised to see her, but that was cool to see her. I mean, obviously they showed a pretty different characterization with her already. She's a lot more brash and not as much of a goody two-shoes as Clark, for sure. I don't know in this universe how they'll have her origin, like where she... I guess I don't know enough about Supergirl's origin anyway, because, like, if there's one definitive one, because I know, at least when I was reading, they were using, like, a different version of Supergirl during the death of Superman. I mean, I read long after that, but I think one that Lex had something to do with. I can't remember. It's been a long time. But it'll be interesting to see how they build that character. And they probably will have to introduce her a little bit more. I mean, for people who watch the Supergirl TV show, they probably know, depending upon if they'll build off the same kind of thing. But overall, more people may not know her origin story. I don't really have a lot of notes there. I really don't. I am very happy. I'm very excited. This is not to take anything away from Christopher Reeve. I don't think you can. I mean, he was the first person to play Superman in a major motion picture. Not the first person to play him in live action on a movie screen. That was Kirk Alyn, who had a cameo in that Superman movie in 1978. But this is the closest I've seen on screen to the Superman I've been waiting for, and the Lex Luthor I've been waiting for. Now, the rest of the universe, again, I'm not as knowledgeable of Hawkgirl or Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific. I'd be interested to hear what people who know more about it than me have to say as far as how you feel about the representations of them in this movie. But I think we're headed in a good direction. The only thing I wish I could have seen, it's not even a note, the only thing I wish I could have seen, I didn't necessarily want to go all the way back to an origin, but to see a little bit more of the early emergence of Superman. Because I would have liked to have seen Lex kind of start to lose his mind. and I really feel like that's the Lex they're giving us here, which I think is great. The most compelling version of Lex Luthor that I've been waiting for, and I've only ever seen in the comics, and I didn't even watch Superman the Animated Series that much, but Clancy Brown playing Lex Luthor in Superman the Animated Series. Nothing against Gene Hackman. He's an incredible actor, and again, it's a performance that can't be touched. But I was never really into the con man Lex Luthor. This Lex Luthor, the Lex Luthor that is before Superman shows up on the scene, is the most powerful person in the world. There is nothing he can't do or own and control. Nothing is beyond his reach. And even to the point that he would have been a little better as far as having a good public image, being charismatic, seeming like the benevolent billionaire who does the right things for the right reasons, seemingly to the public, where under the surface, this person that we saw, this out of his mind, ruthless, will do anything to achieve his goals, kill whoever, do whatever harm to the world, whatever. That's who he is under the surface. But it's under this veneer of like this wonderful, again, benevolent billionaire. And Superman shows up and cracks that, because Superman takes away from him, just by his existence, just by his presence there, his ability to ever be the only thing he's ever associated his identity with. He can never be that again, just by Superman being there. Superman is and has a power that Lex can never have, can never truly duplicate, and he can't control him, and he truly is the good person that that version of Lex would have been pretending to be, revealing the lie of who Lex Luthor is. So that speech he gave, and I'm so glad they did that, that speech was 100% honest from Lex, except that he doesn't care about the rest of humanity. You take that and you take out him talking about the rest of humanity, and he's just talking about him. And then it's completely honest. It is right down the barrel of what his real problem is and how he feels about Superman and why he wants to kill him and why he just cannot allow his existence. It's not possible in his mind. And Superman, I mean, you saw me. Superman right there, that speech, I think it's more self-aware than I've seen Superman before about what his real power is, but they said it, and it's right. It's exactly who he is. He may not be physically human, but he was raised by two wonderful people who taught him to care, who taught him why it was important. He might have become a monster if it wasn't for the Kents, or someone like the Kents. But it was their influence and then his choices as a decent person who cares about the world that made him who he was. I kind of, in one way, wanted to find out that Lex doctored the footage because I didn't want Jor-El and Lara to be monsters. But, I mean, it almost works out better in that Superman, or Clark, realizes that who he is up to him. It's based on his decisions. It's his responsibility. It's not him just following the echoes of his parents who died long ago, which is not a healthy way to live anyway. So, I don't really have any notes. A couple little things I listed there, but I don't really have any notes about how I think this should be different. I am very happy and very impressed, and I think they're headed off in a much better direction here. And I'm excited for the future. I still feel like they should have Robert Pattinson's Batman be their Batman for this universe. I feel like it's going to get confusing, and I also feel like striking the right tone with Batman and any of these characters is just as important as striking the right tone with Superman. I feel like, and I was surprised by it, but the Robert Pattinson Batman, I feel like it struck the right tone. So I hope they'll reconsider that, or maybe it's just a secret they're trying to keep. But after this, even if they decide to go a different direction and have a different Batman, I had my doubts going into this about what they'd be able to do. I have my doubts going into a different Batman what they'll do, but this gives me a bit more confidence that they have people at the helm who know what they're doing, and I'm encouraged by that. Because, as I said, my love of I started reading comics in the 90s, or in the early 90s, but like, I was a fan of superheroes before that, and I always gravitated more toward the DC heroes. I have been waiting a very long time to see them bring these heroes to the screen in the way that I had always envisioned. And this is pretty darn close. So I hope that we continue in that vein. And I'm anxious to see what they're going to do next, aside from even the projects they've already announced. I'm anxious to see how they're going to build out the universe. So I have nothing else to say except to probably circle back around to repeat some of the stuff I've already said. Real quick before we get out of here, if you'd be so kind as to go ahead and check out the Patreon. Again, the full-length reaction to this movie is already over on the Patreon. Also, the exclusive full-length reaction to the Superman documentary about Christopher Reeve is over on the Patreon. It's only available over there, so I hope you go have a look. There's other full-length movie reactions over there, exclusive television show reactions, all kinds of stuff. I hope you'll go check it out and consider becoming a patron. Any support you offer over there or over here is always greatly appreciated. And speaking of over here, if you'd be so kind as to go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button, click the bell so you can see when I'm putting out new videos. And also a special thanks to my Seen Everything patrons, Aunt Vess and Stevie. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching through all of this with me. And I think that's it. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.